Hi everyone, welcome back. Chef Shannon here, and I am ready to talk about the second part of your 24-day challenge. So by now you should have already completed the cleanse phase, and if it's anything like what I experienced, it's like hitting the reset button on your body. I'm back to energy and I am ready to go. So today on the max phase, there's a couple different parts of this. You're going to continue the spark in the morning, which hopefully you've all been enjoying as much as I do. And then instead of doing the fiber drink and the herbal cleanse, we're going to something called MNS, and that stands for Metabolic Nutrition System. There's 3 different versions of MNS, so be sure to look at which one would be the best for you. I chose E, which stands for energy. It just has a little bit more green tea extract, caffeine, things like that to keep you boosted throughout the day. Another option that my husband's taking is the MNSC, which stands for control. And like I said, his doesn't have quite as much of the caffeine, but it's a little bit stronger in some other areas that are going to help curb some of those carb cravings. There's also a third one that's a little bit more for carb and appetite control as well. So just kind of read a little bit more about the details and see which one you want to have. I know that energy is something that I struggle with on a daily basis. I'm usually ready for a nap by the end of the day, especially if I haven't done my spark. So that's why I chose E, but definitely do whichever one's right for you. There's not going to be a huge variance in that, but the main product is MNS, and that stands for Metabolic Nutrition System. And those come in strips of packs that basically make it really easy for you to take them every day. So the top one you take 30 minutes before breakfast, the next one you take 30 minutes before lunch, and then the last 2 you take with lunch. Again, it's really important in this phase to be drinking a lot of water, just like you did in the cleanse phase with the fiber drink. I'm still averaging anywhere from 12 to 15 cups a day, but remember, a good gauge is your body weight divided by 2, and that's how many ounces you need to be drinking. This next part on the max phase is the meal replacement shake. I take this for breakfast during the max phase. It's great. It's only about 220 calories, and it's got everything in it that you would need for a whole meal replacement as far as nutrients go. This particular flavor is the chocolate mocha, which is delicious, especially since I am a coffee drinker and I take it at breakfast, so that's a good one. They also have vanilla and berry and just plain chocolate. So again, pick whichever one you think you're going to like the most because you're going to be taking it every day. Sometimes they run specials on Advocare website, and right now for St. Patrick's Day, see I've got my green on, they did a chocolate mint brownie, which is awesome. But unfortunately, they've already sold out. So when they do run these specials, make sure that you buy them really fast because they're not going to last very long. But they will do some other seasonal ones. Like I remember at Christmas time, they had a white chocolate peppermint. So just be kind of checking back at the website and see what they're offering at the time, and that'll help you mix up your routine. So a little bit more about the meal replacement shakes. They're a really great option because they're only 220 calories. They have 24 grams of protein, at least in this version, and it's over 50% of your daily calcium intake, which is awesome because we're limiting our dairy intake on the 24-day challenge. So this is a great way to still get your calcium, especially important for women. So that's a brief synopsis of the 24-day challenge max phase. Of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm also here for menu planning options if you need some ideas for your grocery shopping, or just trying to make those meals taste good because you're still sticking with that 1 serving of protein, 1 serving of vegetables, 1 serving of the complex carbs. Hopefully by now you're feeling great and ready to get started. And if you have any questions, see me. Thanks so much, guys, and be well.